Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to the Impossible Dream with Scunthorpe United. The mighty Iron, as always, thanks for joining me. Your views are the most important thing. We feel generous for this final episode. Hopefully hit the thumbs up, get involved in the comments, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell, become a patron. That really does help my channel keep going. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here anymore. I promise you that. It's massively helpful. Yeah, a bit of a sad one. It is the end of an epic journey, a journey I've loved and a journey I don't really want to stop. But, you know, all things have to come to an end. So I'm hoping I can get as much into this last episode as possible, because it could be an absolutely mental season from beginning to end. I've done things I've never done before. I'm going down at it a different way to try and bring as much glory as possible in this final season. So I think we'll just get into it, and thank you. Honestly, if you're watching this right now and supported every single season, 20 years of gameplay, you're a legend. So the end of season 19, episode 19 was, you know, it was a bit of a downer really. It felt like we underachieved in a way. We lost the title technically on the last game of the season. We could have still maybe done something. Obviously we got to the semi-final of the Champions League. We won the Carabao Cup, you know, complete domestic set. And we ended the season 60 million in the red. But how have I gone from this to this on the 1st of September with all my transfers made? Well, like I kind of said at the beginning in my office, I've kind of gone down this a different route. Final season, different mentality. But I went batshit crazy. Batshit crazy. So much has gone on. I've made some screenshots and we're going to run through them quickly. Now, I made £316 million in player sales, mainly from main players. There's a bit more than this added on, a few other youngsters, you know, a few hundred grand here or there. But we had a lot of players out. Starting with Hector Arroyo. Remember him? He was in the reserves last year, couldn't get rid of him. Former backup goalkeeper. Finally managed to sell him to Bordeaux for 300 grand. Next, it was Simon Arriaga. The American, been here for a while, could play left back, right back, centre half. He's been really, really good. I put him up for sale. We got 48 million combined from Inter. You won't know this guy, he's only played a couple of times, but he's one of these many young players I've signed in the past. Well, he's been in the reserves, and I think it was time to cash in my chips. Got 15.5 million from Atalanta. Next up, it was Vlad the Impaler. He was unhappy and he requested to leave. He wasn't playing as much as he wanted to. Great player, I liked him, but you know, 44.5 million from Juve, couldn't say no. Mathiao, what a servant. We've had him absolutely years. He's been here forever. I mean, back in the early days when we were growing as a club, I had some crazy bids for him, 30 odd million. I just felt, you know, it was time for a change and new players are coming in, freshening things up going forward. So he's left for 29.5 combined to Borussia Dortmund. Young Dundas, Ion Dundas, English centre-half. He's still only 24. He's been in the squad now for a couple of years, played a little bit. I kept him mainly over the past few seasons for the English quota, European quota squads. Didn't need to do that anymore, and we managed to get 18.5 million from Valencia. A similar story with Gibrin, young English. He's been a squad player for a couple of seasons. Again, just to help with that quota that I don't really need him for anymore. Managed to get 24 million combined from Roma. Farrell, we spent biggish money on him. He's gone to Juventus as well for a combined fee of 55 million. 26 years old, good player. He'd requested to go as well. He was very unhappy, wanted to play more. Fair enough. I like that amount of money. This one you might think's mad, and you've never heard of him either. He's been getting loaned out. He went to Fulham last season. Got him off the top 50 wonder kid list a while ago for a couple of million. He's now worth a ton. PSG came in with 41 million combined. They've got him up for loan anyway, but he's only 20. He's a wonder kid, which I know you might think is bonkers, but I don't need him, and you'll probably see why later. I've got good players and I bring someone very good in. Now, you might have seen this kid. I flashed him up now and again. He played once for me. He's been out on loan as well last year. I got him off the 50 wonder kid list. Originally he's a striker, but he can play as a winger. Got 10 million from Bournemouth. And this one I know is quite crazy because I've raved about him. He scores goals for fun. 32 years old. When we signed him, he was the leading goal scorer in Holland. I mean, he wanted to play a bit more, and again, I've done things. I've done things you're going to see in a minute. So 30 million for a 32-year-old, but as this game always does, it creates stories for you, and we've got a story to tell with Leon later. So I spent a combined total of 240 million on new players. We've got 8 players for that, and there's a reason why. I mean, this is definitely not what I usually do in a lot of these transfers, but I felt like getting some experience might be what we need this season. Starting with a brand new left back, Bobby Amos had requested to leave Aston Villa. He's cost us 58 million combined. 29 years old, 56 caps for his country. Very, very good player and an improvement, I think, at that position. We've spent a bit of money on this kid, Karen Adnan, 75 million combined. He is a bit stretched out. This one from Hertha Berlin, 27 in the peak of his powers. Fantastic defender. Next up, and it is breaking the mold of what I usually do, but we have signed an absolute baller at centre-half, Kelvin Mensah, English. He's 34. I've seen this lad pop up all over, obviously playing the game. Never could have afforded him back in the day, his wages or anything. But obviously he was transfer listed at PSG and he's still in the England squad. Loads of caps. He's still elite. 6.5 million. And at this age as well, I can only give him 1 year contracts. Can't give him any more. So, you know, it's 1 year. I don't care. I think he could come in left-footed and transform our defence. Now, a freebie. Manchester United, I mentioned a couple of years ago, you might remember, when I said they had a fantastic squad. They had some great players. Well, they're obviously changing it up a bit, and a lot of these great players who are still great, they were releasing, right? And a month before the transfer window opened, there was a few of them up for the end of their contracts and no one's in for them. And I'm looking at them thinking, they're still good players. 1 year deals. Maybe if I bring in this age and experience, it could push us over the line with the rest of the quality players I've already got. Now, Dave Davison, I remember seeing him sign for United from Milan. He was at Milan for ages, thinking, God, he is absolutely mint. And I still think he is mint. He is still world class at 34 and he's cost me nothing. And he is not alone. Thiago Coutrin, that's what I'm going for. The 33-year-old Brazilian was also being released by Manchester United. Can play as a striker, can play as a midfield. I've seen him tear it up. I've seen him tear it up against me. He's still elite. The Man United gravy train has not stopped. It's not even going to stop with Mia Marius Andreas. That's what I'm going for. 34-year-old Romanian who is still amazing, still elite and free. And the last freebie and the last player for Man United, they've cleared their decks of these old guys. They're no longer wanted. But we're giving them 1 year deals. We're giving them one chance at the big time. The veteran striker is a bot. I've watched him. Obviously, I've seen him on this game. Obviously, I've not shown you other teams or other players. He's been insane for so many years. I know he's 34. But to come in as a second striker, as somebody who can even cover on that wing, even though his acceleration is turd, I couldn't say no. I think it's different. I never sign old players. I always go on about that. Very rarely do. But maybe this, honestly, like I said, this is what we need. And doing what I've done, freed up money to not only keep 100 million to cover our massive costs, but to spend 100 million on an actual top-end player, someone who had requested to leave Marseille. Obviously, wanted to go to bigger, better things. And who's bigger than Scunthorpe United these days? Well, we've bought Mustafa Bar, a left winger, an elite left winger, at 25 years old. Now it's 75 million going up to 100 million. This is my big time purchase and he's going to be worth every single penny. We have another player who's going to be in the under-21s but in the first team squad and he will play some games. It's Regan Eden. Now I'm showing you Regan because he came through the academy last year and he turns 17 soon. And when he turns 17 he becomes a wonder kid. I can't remember the last time I've had my own wonder kid for my own account. I can't remember. Couldn't even tell you. I don't even know if it's ever happened. So to get my own wonder kid in the last bloody season is quite annoying because you could build a team around Regan. I think he's going to be very special and he's going to get some games. Now here we are with the squad and I think it's a great squad. We've got some talent here and we've brought in a lot of experience and an absolute world-class left winger. So we're quickly going to look through the other players, starting with Roberto, who I think is still one of the best keepers in the world at 35 years old. Rasmus is going to be his backup this year. Why not? He's a decent keeper. Saeed Bulding, even 27, he's been a great player for us. Backup right back. He's great. I've promoted this kid because he's got loads of potential. He's only 16, but you know, he might get the odd game. Zivanovic, still here. Got him last year. Great Serbian centre-half. David Wenzel, me right back. Top end, absolutely top end. Oliver Tim, promoted him. He's one of the kids I've bought off the 50 Wonder Kid list. He's been in the youth team. He played a little bit last season. He's going to come in as my fourth choice centre half. Matt Walton still here. He's getting on a bit, but you know, great backup left back. Why not keep him? We've still got Mohamedou Salek, wonderkid right winger. He's been here a couple of years now. The Frenchman, Mr. Sam Laurent de Gonnet, still a baller in the middle of the park. We've still got Jamie, the little Brazilian, 5'7". We got him last season. We've still got the Ukrainian, still a cracking player. Love him to pieces. Let's go down quickly, try and get through it as quickly as possible. Paulo, still a baller, attacking midfielder. Enrico, he's good. And Paulo's been great. Do you know when sometimes you give someone a run of games because of an injury or something, and you got running with it and don't stop? That's him this season, I'm going to be honest with you. Jimenez is still here. So you know what, when you've got a wonder kid left wing, you think, shit, he's become a wonder kid. I can get how much for him? I don't need him. And then we've got Johan Holzer. I wish scored a few more goals. I still think he's a fantastic striker. And I think we've got a fantastic squad. So much so, the bookies put us in second above City, who won the league. Man United are the favourites. They've spent big. They've obviously cleared the decks a bit. We've took on 4 of them. The goalkeeper was an absolute worldie at an old age. He's better than our keeper. Missed out on him. He chose another team, but you know, it is what it is. So I'm very excited. I was very excited. But again, that money will disappear so fast. Big ass wage bill for our club. Even though we've got a 40,000 capacity stadium, we do hemorrhage the cash. But this is the last hurrah. Don't care. Pre-season was insane. We had a training camp in the States. We played a few teams there. Then we went on a bit of a tour. I think we got Portugal. I mean, we won every single game. Apart from that 1-0-er, we just scored tons and tons of goals. Used a lot of my different players. And this wasn't going to stop. So then, we're going to jump forward now. It's 1st September. I played some games. You can see where we are in the league. But I want to show you it and get through it. Honestly. You don't know if things are going to work, but this squad felt so different this year. And I think it was. And maybe I need to do it now and again. If you can still buy an elite player at 34, you can get a good season out of him. Maybe that age, that experience is what we needed. Because by January the 1st, we were still top of the league. Not just top of the league. I was 12 points clear at top of the league. Man United 2nd, Newcastle 3rd, Man City 9th. You're not going toe-to-toe with City this year. But honestly, look at the best player in the league. £100 million worth every penny of it. Dunk, or whatever he's called, 2nd best player. He got into that position and just didn't let it go. Paulo's a bit pissed, but it is what it is. I even got a striker on the top goal scorers, but in the league, we were insane. But honestly, absolutely love it. And Joe, you just fall in love with a save more and more and think, crap, it's ending. What am I doing? You can see, look, not spending on anything else. Running costs have sucked out that 110 million. I could have spent it. I could have got other players in. But I was happy with this squad, and I think I was proven right there. Here we are with the Premier League results, and look at the start to the season. Look at the goals scored. I mean, and I've rotated at times as well. It was just unbelievable. And then, you know, it'd be nice to never get beat, but it does happen. Chelsea beat us 2-0. But then that hasn't stopped us. We've just gone again with some fantastic games. Now, here we are with the squad arranged by average rated. Now, these old guys have come in. I don't know. Maybe it's in my imagination, but I just felt like they were more mature as a squad. Now, not all of them. They're not like first teamers. Some of them obviously have played more than others. Obviously, some of the new guys like Bobby Amos, the left back, and Mustafa Bar have come in, top players, and been fantastic. Mustafa Bar is brilliant, right? But it's like Enrico Domp, who's been great for me and played centrally quite a lot in the past, going into that attacking midfielder role, pushing Paulo out, and just running with it and being fantastic and undroppable, and I've liked that in a way. Other players have had injuries, and the Ukrainian Malink, or what his name is, he had an injury. He's not played as much as he probably would have. But, you know, Dave Wenzel's been fantastic. Other players have come in. Janfort, Gessel, don't like it sometimes when I play him out on the right, but he's been brilliant. 15 goals. Happy days. So, yeah, I mean, the squad, if we change appearances, you can kind of tell these guys are the main dudes. Other guys are getting games. I'm going to play like Kelvin Mensah, 34-year-old, coming in, experience at the back. We weren't great in the Carabao. It is what it is. I did B-team Rotherham, to be fair. We won 5-1. Played United. Pretty much B-team that. It was a bit of a 50-50 gamble. Didn't really care about it, though. I'm not asked about it. But then we played Newcastle. Kind of went for that. Didn't really work out. Got annihilated. Onto the Champions League. This is the group phase. You know, there were times when we were a bit shaky in Europe. Bit of a worry, because that was kind of my main focus. I wanted to try and do as well as I can in Europe. And when you've been as good as we are in the Premier League, I kind of expected us to be a little bit better. I can't complain, no. Obviously, we finished in the right place. We got... Oh, we're annoying. Then we 2 draws. And there are wins. And then in the round of 16, we drew Milan. And we drew with Milan 1-1 at their place. Took them to the Iron Fortress and absolutely destroyed them. Give them a new bum hole, we did. We kicked their ass that much. And look who I've got in the quarterfinals. Yep, the team that knocked us out the semi-finals, the mighty Bayern Munich. But it's April. And this is the league. And we're still 10 points clear. Still only lost 1 game. Drawn 7-1-23. Mustafa Bar is the best player in the world right now, in my opinion. Look at City. Finished above us in the Champions League group. Weird this game, innit? West Ham. Do you remember they had a Tycoon takeover? And they won the Premier League a couple of times. They had another takeover to kind of affect them a little bit. But look at Reading. They nearly got relegated, I think, last year. And then in January, they ended up spending a lot more money. They hadn't had a Tycoon takeover, but they're trying to capitalise. How mad's this game sometimes, Reading? When it comes to the FA Cup, we're on course. We're still in the semi-finals by the 1st of April now. We've got Bolton, which are B-teamed, a B-team Norwich. I gambled Chelsea. Didn't let me down. 3-2. Pretty close, to be fair. Newcastle, though, I wasn't messing about. I mean, they annihilated us, didn't they, in the Carabao? But we battered them. Funny old game, football, isn't it? 4-1. So we've got Middlesbrough in the semi-final. Middlesbrough in the semi-final. Quick look at the squad page, arranged by average rating. I'm not going to go through it in detail, just want you to be able to see it. You see Paulo there. Poor Paulo. He's a great player. But when you've got Enrico coming out of absolutely nowhere with top average rating, just scoring goals and it's just working. So, will it still work? I mean, could we do special things? Well, in the Premier League, by the 29th of April, we're still top and we've got our Champions League safe, which is great. 9 points now. I've lost another game, drawn a game, but it's football to play. You know what I mean? It's had a full season to get through. As good as I think this squad has been this year, you know, it starts to affect you, but it's still bloody brilliant. I mean, I've got 4 games left. I can't see us not winning. I mean, we should be winning the league. But what about the Champions League against the team that knocked us out last year? Well, at the Iron Fortress, we beat them 3-1. Brilliant performance in a closest game, I felt. And we kind of got through by the skin of our teeth. They absolutely battered us. And we're lucky we scored goals. Look at Dunk. Look at him. Sorry, Paulo, but he's just come out of nowhere, hasn't he? And just made that position his own. So we got through just. And like I said, we've got Lyon in the semis. And I'm going to try and do what I did at the last one. I have 2 little live comms. I've not gone in. This is my last save point. Nothing else has been played. We're going to try and do the rest of this together. You've been with me through 20 seasons. Let's try and share as much as possible. But it's Lyon who signed one of my favourite players of the series. As this back end of the season's come on, though, you can see drawing games. I mean, we drew with Leicester, Leeds, Reading, 3 draws on the bounce. You can see it eating away at that points gap we had. Got beat off Chelsea again, which is 2. Drew with Liverpool. So, you know, my running's tough. Got United, Newcastle. We can get through them. We should be okay. I mean, there's not much in it. We just need a couple of points, don't we, really, to win this league. But the specialness isn't over. Now, I did contemplate B-teaming it because it's Middlesbrough, no offence to Middlesbrough. So I still feel like they could have done it. But I went with the A-team. And they give us a freaking game. It made me think, shit, if I B-teamed it, would we be out? Well, we're not. We're in the FA Cup final. Against Spurs, who we beat in the Carabao Cup final 2-0 last season. I also want to squeeze this in. So, I've got to try and do 2 Lyons. And we'll see if we get through. And if we do, we're in the Champions League final. And you know what that means. Eh? We could win it all. That would be absolutely insane. Are we going to? I don't know. I have no idea. So let's just get into it. Starting with the one I want the most. The Champions League. Oh, he's not playing, is he? He's not playing. It is what it is. I'm not too bothered. It's been mint. It's been absolutely mint. I didn't know it was going to work. And like a lot of these older guys aren't the main dudes. Like look at that starting 11 there. None of them are starting, but just having them in that squad. having that experience and depth, I think it's been massive, especially in the Premier League. And like we're getting tired towards the end of the season, you know, obviously dropping points, but they have been fantastic. And you generally sometimes you don't know. I mean, look at the Newcastle games in the cups, but this is the big one. So 2 little live comms. Let's do it. Well, it's not going to plan. It's not going to plan. Treble's already in danger. Leon have took the lead in the first freaking minute. Look at the state of it. Oh, well, you know, you make mistakes. I switched it to attacking and demanded more. And a minute after, we're 2-0 down. I'm never getting this fucking Champions League, am I? We're back in it, we're back in it. Now, I know away goals don't matter, but you need goals. We need goals. And we've got a goal. Check this out. I've been saying I want more from him. He's provided it. Honestly. Honestly. I mean, come on. I'm not... I knew I shouldn't have saved the game last night. I should have left it on and just closed the laptop. Well, we've got one. I made a couple of changes. I brought some of the old boys on. Attacking midfielder and centre-half. And let's come straight on. All the experience for Manchester United. This goes back into it. Well, half-time. And what an absolutely insane... I can't even explain it. I can't explain it. I have switched back to positive as well. Obviously made them changes seem to work. I might make some more changes. 4-2. We're not out of this yet, man. I mean, my goalkeeper was having a mare. I took him off. I also brought Dave Davison on in the middle. This is mental, this game. It's mental. We brought it back to a 2-goal deficit. 2-goal deficit. I love you, you little Ukrainian legend. Well, what an insane first leg away at Lyon. 5-3. We are not out of it yet. The dream is not over. We just need to destroy these at the Iron Fortress. But can we do that? I don't know. I might go fucking for the experience, guys. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I've got freaking Man United who are 3rd in the middle. It's not like I can have a rest or gamble. Do a gamble and bank on picking up points later against the Evertons and Middlesbroughs. Well, I went for it really for United. I thought, sod it. Let's try and win the game. And let's try and wrap up the Prem as quick as possible. Resting towards the end of the season, hopefully. And we drew 1-1. Paolo coming out of nowhere, getting us an equaliser. And it was enough. It was enough with other results, I'm guessing, to win us the league. So we've won the Premier League. Got 3 games to chill out if I want to chill out. But it's all in this game. It's all been about this. And I'm absolutely bricking it. Because what just happened? I'm confident. I don't know. I don't know. So here we are. Biggest game in this club's history, especially for the series. We've got to do well. I've gone for Adnan at the back. He's my best defender. He's not 100%. I've gone for Mensah with his experience. I've gone for Davison over the Frenchman Gannett because experience again, and Gannett's been off a bit recently. And I've changed my striker. I've gone for the old ex-Man U boy up top. And here we go. It's 1-0. We're back in this. It's now 4-5 on aggregate. Nice. So you want in it? A nice early goal. Settle the nerves because I've got a lot of them. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. It's the Iron Fortress. The Iron Fortress is named that for a reason. What a player this kid is. Come on, yeah. What a team. Look at the control. The old boy, eh? Oh, unless who scores. Hat-trick. Swear to God. You don't know, do you? We have a great freaking team. And I said I needed to destroy them. Where have they gone? Where's that Leon team that ripped us to shreds in the last leg? I don't give a shit. Man, you want to put a game to bed in half an hour? This is how you do it. I'm kind of embarrassed. This is... Stick the old boys in, eh? But then look at him. He's fantastic, man. Honestly, what a player. 9-5. I mean, how'd you explain that? Talk about, you know, that is focused. They listened to me in that changing room, didn't they? We all got a Champions League final because I want to 6-0. Now we all know Football Manager. They'll probably stay 6-0. Second half's probably going to be absolute shite. But you know what? They've got themselves back into it, and that's fair enough. But you know what? We're not done either. We're not done either. 7-1. 7-1. 10-6. What a semi-final we've put on as two teams. It's happening. It's happening. And what a time for it to happen, eh? What a way to do this. This has been absolutely brilliant. I love this game. I love this club. Ah, I love it. And those 7 goals have helped us break the record for the most goals scored in a Champions League. And we're not even done yet. We've still got a game left. And the record was held by PSG with 40. And this is pretty special. I was fully expecting us to be getting Real Madrid. It were 2-0 up in the first leg. Well, my Man United... Freaking Man United, though. Shit. This is tying in for stories, isn't it? We've got all them ex-United players. Got Leon, who we sold our striker, who they should have played. They've beaten 3-1 and then won on penalties. We're playing Manchester United on the road to the Ernst Happel Stadion. Wow. This is fucking awesome. So can we do this treble? Well, I need to balance this now. I've got 3 league games to play. Obviously, we've won the league. I need to rest. I need to rotate. I need to give guys a game. Because we've got the FA Cup and then, oh my God. Love it. Well, these last 3 games, I'm going to put it down to we'd won the league and they're more focused. On them last 2 games, that end goal got battered off Newcastle. I did B team-ish, Everton, got beat again. And then Middlesbrough, who was 17th. I want to keep people sharp. We should have won this, though, to be fair. It was 1-1. So, you know, that points gap shrunk. But, you know, we built it up. It gave us a push. We ended up losing 4, drawing 10. Winning 24, we won the league. United 2nd, Newcastle. And well done to Reading. Well done, Reading. Wow, 4th. You're in the Champions League. Congratulations. But it's the big time now, boys. The big time. Can we end this show in style? Well, here we are. We've been here before. It's Wembley Stadium. It's the FA Cup final against Spurs, a team we faced here last season in the Carabao Cup final. Wow. 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 I mean, I really want to do this. Look at their subs. Rooney. Obviously, it's not Wayne. But yeah, good side still. But can we do it? Can we win the second one? Well, it's half time. It's been pretty close. Tottenham started to edge it, though, I suppose, towards the end. They actually got a penalty and missed it. Well. I made tons of changes. Absolutely loads of changes. Still going normally, though, and look who it is. Give the kid a chance. Took off a world star and put a kid on. And the WONDERKIDS done us proud. Now it's 2-0. Sometimes, you know, changes work. Sometimes they don't. But they've worked for me. Both of them. And now Spurs have collapsed. And they've been unlucky. They were unlucky in that first half. Penalty and a goal disallowed. Well, sometimes it just works for you, doesn't it? I made 5 changes. But 3 of the subs that come on are the guys who scored the goals and changed that game. And we just switched it on the end. I mean, I felt like we should be winning that. I am nervous, and it's not about this or anything. It's about that freaking Champions League. I feel so much pressure. It is untrue. But you know, enjoy this for a split second. It's amazing that we've got here, but we've been fantastic this season. We won the Premier League. We've won the FA Cup. We could actually do the treble, which is fucking perfect ending. It could be, but it's Manchester United. I'd be devastated if we don't, because of just really want it. It'd be fantastic for the club and the series. Shitting myself. Like, it's only a game and I do this all the time, but I'm absolutely bricking it. So hopefully the boys can put on a performance and we can do it. We're in Austria. Is it Vienna? Against my Manchester United. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm playing their old superstar up top. I'm hoping Van Gess will give us a little bit of luck. Why not? It's a gamble. Let's go for it. But yeah, I've had a fun morning. I was supposed to get up really early this morning to film, but I went to the pub last night. I was only supposed to go for a pint, see a couple of mates, and you know how it is. Ended up staying till the very end. Got a bit pissed. Wife was okay, don't worry about that. I woke up with a banging headache, no chance of us filming, and the wife's going to work, so I'm stuck with the 2 kids, but my mum's done me a favour, so she's having it for a couple of hours so I can get this filmed. I don't know if I'll get it edited and out today. It is Saturday. It might end up out on Sunday, but yeah. Wow. Anyway, 15 minutes in, not a lot has happened. Apparently, this was superb flowing football from United. But before, I was just doing some jobs in the kitchen. The boys were playing in the garden, and I heard my little one scream. He stood in some dog shit, wiped it all over his legs with his feet, then touched it with his hands. He was just coated in dog shit. It's like, oh my God. I had to pick him up. Pick him up, get him in the shower, jet wash him, screaming his head off. So that's how my day started, and I am struggling to breathe. Come on, boys. Come on. Here he is, Bar. He's a brilliant player. That wasn't brilliant, no. I mean, United have got some absolute ballers, but they're so rich And they 1-0 up. They're 1-0 up. They're breaking our hearts in the 19th minute. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do after this series-wise, because I've got a series I want to start, but I am going on holiday for 10 days in 5 weeks, and I don't really want to interrupt that, and now I've got an injury and you're interrupting me. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't even know what I'm talking about it. I don't know what I'm talking about. I feel pressure here. I feel like we're going to bottle this. Anyway, fantastic player all year long. He's done. So I brought on the Romanian, another former United boy. You need to fight back here. Show him. They shouldn't have let you go. You still have something left in the tank. You've been a part of my squad this year that's helped us win the league and the FA Cup and get us to a Champions League final. Well, Man U, ooh. But yeah, so I don't really know what I'm going to do, because if I start a series and have that amount of time off, so I'm thinking stories. I'm trying to build my APL. I'm having trouble with that. I just can't get it to work. I don't know why. I might do some more billionaire challenges, but I've got a couple of stories. Greeno's written a fantastic one that I want to turn into one. I've got one as well. I've got maybe another one. Maybe just do random videos, because if I start a series and have a big break, will it work? I don't know. We'll see. Right, come on, lads. Here's Amos. Another fantastic purchase for us this year. He's been a great player. What can he do? What can he do? Come on, mate. Come on. What are you doing? Gives it to Jamie. Curls it in. No! The man of the moment again. Little Ukrainian. 1-1, we're back in it. Honestly, thank you for just supporting it, this series, everything I do. You guys that stick with me all year round are absolute legends. Can we be legends here? Well, it's going to be half time any second, and it's 1-1, so Man United are tanking us there, though, aren't we? Ball and shots. I've made a couple of changes. We've brought Mensah at the back just to take off a yellow card, and I've also swapped an ex-United boy striker for another ex-United boy striker. At least one of them maybe can get the revenge for being binned, really. I mean, I can get it. I never sign players like that normally, but there's just a group of them there, and I thought I was going to get 5 originally. They were just still fantastic players. So get that age in. It's 1 season. They're on 1-year deals. You never know. You never know. And it's been fantastic for us. Look what we've achieved this year. But if you've been watching The Billionaire and you watch the first one, and you go, oh, it's alright. Second one, maybe you're not bothered with the third one. The third one is my favourite. That is easily my favourite. I loved how it all turned out. So if you haven't checked out the Hall of the Fallen Billionaire Challenge, check it out. Anyway, 90 minutes. Shit. It's going to be the longest episode ever, this. If I can get all this in, it's going to be a fucking miracle. Okay, extra time's kicked off. Dave Davison, another former Manchester United player, has come on, and so has Regan Eden, our very own Wonder Kid. I mean, just to prove it, there you go, look. Wonder Kid. Our own. I could build a team around this kid. I'd love to see his future. I mean, he's come on for a £100 million player. But he did well. He's done well in the past. And here is George Best's moment for us, not for United, hopefully. And here he is. Look at him. Go on, kid. Go on, kid. Show everyone. Show the world who you are at 17. Yeah. Oh, go on, mate. He's won it back for us. Here's Wenzel, who's knackered. Just ain't got anyone to come on for him. He's my main man, though, my captain. Come on, kid. I know you're tired. Just whip it in. He's whipped it. No one can get it, but Amos is going to pick this back up on the edge of the box. He's going to charge forward, little Amos. Oh, boom! Ex-United man has done it for us. It's 2-1. Holy shitballs. Come on the iron. Come on the iron. Christ. Christ on a bike. Come on, lads. Come on, win it back. Hopefully they collapse like Spurs did. That'd be amazing. But they're not out there. They decided to put a little bit of football together. A lovely little bit of football together. And Jesus. Oh, no. Come on, ref. Come on. Oh, come on. Man, I am sweating. Sweating. Probably beer sweats from last night. I had 6 pints of Moretti. You check that, but it just when you're in the pub, you get a bit more pissed than if it was at home, and now I've got an injury. Don't need it. Old man Davison. Paulo, who's attacking midfielder, can actually cover as a defensive midfielder and a midfielder. So, little Paulo, the Brazilian, he's got a little appearance now, couple of minutes. I mean, I don't change things. I'm not changing it. I'm going to sit back. We're going to try and go. We're going to try and get another. And here he is. Paulo on the ball. Finds Jamie at edge of box. What can Jamie do? Pass it out to Ben Amos. On the left. Kills it. Oh. United going to get us in the break. You've seen how good they are. They can pass. They can move. They can move fast. That precise, slick passing. Again, here he is. Joan Marie. No. Well done, Pilate. Come on. Come on. Do a freaking treble. This would be absolutely insane. Come on. Words can't describe the pride. How have we done that? Hey? I need to rethink my transferring policies. Get the old boys in. Gotta love it. I mean, to have a former guy they released get that goal. God, I love this game. I fucking love this. I love this game. I love this series. Love this series. I mean, I had no idea what the future would hold for this club or these old boys. Maybe, you know, they're old. I don't know. I don't know. I can't believe we've done that. I can't believe we've managed it, pulled that shit off. I mean, look at that. You're forgetting away. We won 2 Europa Leagues. Now they'd be in the World Club Championships, wouldn't they? Wouldn't they? I can't believe Ben Lyons is still on that record as well. He retired at 31. Wow. Fair play, man. He went to Switzerland. He was a legend, man. This is our best ever 11. Angelini in goal. Dimitris up top. Fair play. Jimenez, Paulo, Blair. Really? Miley? What? Ooh, I forgot who you are. Wilson, Brown. God, there's some old names, aren't there? Christ, man. Emotional. We've had some fun. We're also the 3rd biggest club in Europe, apparently. Into the top. Fair play. Shit, I've got no time. I've got so much I need to do. I want to talk more, I want to do more, but I can't. Well, there you go. You've got to be happy with that. I'm happy with that. I'm still in a little bit of shock, but like I said, I had a little window here with my kids gone, and that time has run out, so I've really got to go and pick up my boys. But I just want to thank you quickly, seriously, for all the support. I mean, I know I've ended it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. If I'm going to play it, I want to see what I can do. Maybe. You never know. Maybe in a couple of weeks. I don't know. Do I drop another? I don't know. I don't know. I'll see how you all feel. See what you say. Because it's fun. Just wonder if... Go on, I'll go World... Maybe I'll do a World Club special. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Just do a World Club Championship special. I might do that, you know. A little special episode. Like when series end and they do Christmas specials. Maybe I'll do that. But honestly, thank you for supporting it. From the beginning to the end. I mean, what an ending. Don't get better than that, does it? Eh? God, I love this game. I love this game and the stories you can tell and the stories that come together. But yeah, thank you. It means the world to me. Everything you do for me, all the support, really, really does. So yeah, you stay happy, you stay safe. And well, yeah, do you know what? We'll do a World Cup special because we'll be there, won't we? So thank you. You stay happy, man. Get involved in the comments. Let me know what you think. I'll see you next time.